Hi everyone. Big news is dropping here at Busch Gardens, Tampa. I'm Vice President of Engineering, Mark Rose, and we're excited that you are here as we ascend the heights never before seen or experienced. I'm at the site of what may become the most thrilling endeavor ever attempted by guests across the globe. It's hard to describe a project of this magnitude, so let's show you. We're going to take you higher and higher until you feel the fury of Busch Gardens, Tampa's newest thrill ride. Here's Park President Jim Dean to tell you more.
Thank you. That was actually pretty fun. Thank you for joining us this morning. To get us started, what I'd like to do is start with a question. Have you ever considered what it might feel like to actually fly? To actually have that feeling of soaring, maybe dropping actually. Well, that was the inspiration that brings us to this morning and the announcement we want to make. Actually, we want to drop on you, so to speak. But before we get started, I'd like to get a couple of things accomplished. One, I'd like to get through this presentation without falling on the ice, that's for sure. But two, I really want to thank everyone for coming out and joining us this morning. Our friends in the media are joining us here, and I so appreciate you coming out for this big announcement for Busch Gardens, and certainly for our pass holders that have joined us this morning, our loyal pass holders that are so dedicated to Busch Gardens. We really appreciate the interest that you show in all the new attractions that we work on to make Busch Gardens bigger and better every year. I really do appreciate that. And that's what brings us this morning to this announcement. We've been working very hard. We've broken ground already in our Timbuktu village, our realm in the middle of the park, on our new attraction for the spring of 2014. It's going to be 335 feet tall, which should get a lot of people's attention. And it'll be the tallest freestanding drop tower in North America, so we're pretty happy about that. And the name that we've given that drop tower is Falcons Fury. I think you heard the Falcons screeching earlier. So Falcons Fury will be our newest attraction for 2014. And major thrill rides are not the only secret here at Busch Gardens. We have a great balance, as you know, of one-of-a-kind, up-close animal interactions, of great entertainment like the one in this theater with Explorations, and certainly with world-class thrill rides. And as most of you know, Busch Gardens for over 5 decades now has been a leader in thrill rides. And this one's going to be, no doubt, one of the most thrilling rides we've ever built here at Busch Gardens. Let me take just a minute, if I can, and try to describe what the ride experience is going to be. It starts on the ground where you'll strap into your seat, you'll buckle in, and you're going to ascend 300 feet over Busch Gardens, so you're going to have a great view of the park. Once you get to the top, we've got a surprise for you. We're going to tilt you over face down in a prone position so that you can dive, 60 miles an hour, almost 5 seconds of free fall as if you're flying. And it's going to look somewhat like this, which is what I just did. When you get near the bottom, you're going to go back into the prone sitting position as you started. And I think it's going to be one of the greatest thrill rides we've ever built here at Busch Gardens. So we couldn't be happier about it. And I can't wait to get on it myself. I can't wait to ride it with all of you. But I've tried my best to describe what the ride experience is going to be. And I got a little chance to experience it there myself. What we have done is we've put together a short film that probably is going to do a better job of telling you what this ride's all about. If we could run that short film right now, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Remember the dream where you fall from the sky and fear grips your entire body? Get ready. That dream is about to become reality, and this one ends very differently. Inspired by nature and powered by innovation, the idea was shaped and the design was born. Now, imagine the sensation of a 335-foot drop tower while rushing to Earth like a bird of prey at an incredible 60 miles per hour, all happening while you face your fear, literally at a 90-degree tilt. The result, the first drop tower of its kind in the world. Welcome to Falcons Fury. As you climb nearly 300 feet above Busch Gardens, Tampa, the reality of what's happening begins to set in, except for the occasional gust of wind and maybe your own heartbeat growing louder. Up here, it's pure silence. You close your eyes, but open quickly to realize you're now facing the earth, and the age-old saying has never been so true. What goes up must come down. Falcons Fury, rising spring of 2014, only at Busch Gardens, Tampa.
Well, that is certainly going to be a thrill ride for visitors that come to Busch Gardens from all over the world, and I can't wait to strap in and ride it with you. So thank you so much for coming out this morning for our big announcement. I so appreciate you coming to this event, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at Busch Gardens. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you again, everybody, for coming out for today's announcement. A huge thank you again to all of our past members for coming out. This is an exciting time. I hope everybody's excited for spring of 2014. For our members of the media, we're going to be conducting media interviews out on the terrace. If you want to hang out a few minutes, everyone else, again, thank you for coming and enjoy your day at the park.